Season 7 of Outlander has officially been confirmed and fans are as excited as ever. The finale of the 6th season aired just over 2 months ago, and many are already making up theories about how the story will further unfold. Recently, after an interview with Caitriona Balfe, who plays Claire, fans have come up with an interesting theory about her and Tom, played by Mark Lewis Jones. Let's look at what we know. First, Caitriona discusses Tom and Claire's potential relationship. Fans might remember that the season 6 finale saw Tom insist on accompanying Claire as she was taken to Wilmington to stand trial for the murder of Malva. He had always been suspicious of her and her medical knowledge, but despite being furious about the death, wanted to make sure she faced a fair trial. He promised to stay close to her as she was put in a jail cell before the trial. Caitriona recently spoke in an interview about how an interesting relationship might develop between the two in season 7. She even hinted that Tom may actually have fallen for Claire. Ooh, now that's exciting. While describing her experience working with Mark on set, she said that he was a fantastic actor and praised his talent. Doing scenes with him made her feel blown away by what he was able to bring to his character. She also said that Claire will start to feel intrigued by him with the passage of time. Despite his sternness, she'll know that there is much more gentle and accepting person deep down there. She's always trying to find the good in people, and that's exactly what'll happen here as well. Those who have read the books will also know that Tom declares his love for Claire later on. It'll lead to her becoming very confused because she's already married to Jamie. So if the adaptation is done correctly, we can expect it to happen in the upcoming season as well. With so many details given by Caitriona about the characters, we definitely have a new theory on our hands, and only time will tell whether it's true or not. Next, the relevance of the theory with the adaptation from novels. We all know that season 7 will primarily be based on Diana Gabaldon's 7th book in the Outlander series, An Echo in the Bone, just like the previous seasons have followed the chronological order. But there might be an exception with this one. Season 6 ended without fully wrapping up the 6th novel's storyline, so we think season 7 will probably focus on that for the first few episodes, and then move on to the next one. This raises the question of whether it will be able to maintain its order of books for the season by the end of the 16 episodes or not. Well, we can't really say at this point. Maybe because season 6 was shorter with only 8 episodes, they might now be able to cover up everything in season 7, which is twice in number, but let's wait and see. Still, if the upcoming season goes along the lines of An Echo in the Bone, we can expect our theory of Tom and Claire to be true. This is because it holds extreme relevance when it comes to the novels. There's a whole side plot in the book where Tom confesses his love for Claire. So if the adaptation is faithful, we'll definitely be seeing all of that on screen. If you're really interested in knowing what actually happens between the two, you could go ahead and read the 7th book. But if you want to go with the flow and have a more exciting experience watching the show altogether, we'd recommend you hold your horses. Plus, another theory about the upcoming season. Apart from this interesting theory about Tom and Claire's potential relationship, we also have another one that fans are losing their minds over. It's the possible return of a fan favorite character from previous seasons. This is Scottish actor Graham McTavish. He's previously known for his roles in The Hobbit and The Witcher. In the first 2 seasons of Outlander, he played Dougal Mackenzie, the chief of the Mackenzie clan. He ended up dying in the season 2 finale when tensions arose between him and the lead couple, Claire and Jamie. As the show seems to be coming to an end after season 7 or 8, some fans think Graham will definitely return to the show. We know that sounds impossible, but hear us out. He might not necessarily return as Dougal because the character's dead, but maybe as some other person. Fans who have paid close attention to the first 2 seasons will remember that Dougal and Gellis had an illegitimate son. That was Buck Mackenzie, and what's even more interesting is that he was one of Roger Mackenzie's direct ancestors. Some fans are speculating that Buck's storyline will be explored in depth in the upcoming season, and a different actor would be playing an older version of him. This could very likely be Graham. Recently, Digital Spy even interviewed Graham regarding this. When asked about whether he'd return to the series, he said he's not sure at the moment. His character is part of the book 7 and 8 though. Graham joked by saying that actors are usually the last to know whether they'll be working on the same show again or not. So maybe that's an indirect tease for his return. But again, we can't be fully sure. While fan theories do provide a lot of insight into possibilities, they can't always be accurate. Guess we'll find out eventually. In other related news, Caitriona Balfe reveals the challenges she had to face while filming season 6. In an interview, Caitriona revealed that season 6 was particularly hard for her to film because of what happened to her character Claire. During it, we see Claire struggling to come to terms with her abduction and brutal sexual assault earlier. Caitriona said that this season explored a very different side of Claire that she didn't expect to see on screen at all. In fact, she was quite surprised when the producers came to her with this news, but she thought it would be a genuine portrayal of how trauma can affect someone from the inside and how they managed to recover from that. To do this, she explored Claire's most haunting fears. It enabled her to assume the role with more emotion and intensity. Caitriona said this whole process was incredibly challenging for her because she was also pregnant with her first child during the production of season 6. It definitely wasn't easy showing up on set every day and managing all the work together, but she's glad they were able to wrap it up well. Next, Sam Hugan says an Outlander prequel show might be in the works. Recently, it was revealed by Variety that Outlander will have its own prequel series, also based on Diana Gabaldon's books. The executive producer of the show, Matthew Roberts, will be working on it. Right now, it seems to be in the pre-production stages because we don't know much, but Sam might have given out some important information. In an interview with Esquire, he confirmed that his character will not be in the prequel series, meaning he won't star in it either. He says it will focus on older generations instead, such as Jamie's parents, ages before he was born. There is a possibility that a young Jamie could be shown after their marriage, but he can't play that role. Or can he? It is Outlander after all, a show about time travel. It's too early to make predictions about the storyline right now, but Diana Gabaldon teased fans with the revelation that it'll be primarily about Ellen Mackenzie, Jamie's mother. As we get more information about this series in the upcoming months, we can focus on season 7 of Outlander. For now, something that's definitely confirmed and will be soon wrapping up. Lastly, Sam's own spirit brand wins the International Spirits Challenge. Recently, Sam posted a 12-second video on his Instagram page. In the clip, he can be seen walking confidently through a set of double doors while holding a bottle of Scotch whiskey. But what exactly does this mean? Well, as it turns out, this year has been big for him so far. And we're not just referring to the production of Outlander Season 7. Fans may know that in March 2020, he launched his very own Scotch whiskey drink in the US. This was titled Sassenach Spirits, and the former term has been heard quite frequently throughout the show. It refers to an English person, as Claire was of that descent before she wandered off into the Scottish Highlands. The news was that his drink had earned gold at this year's International Spirits Challenge. For those unfamiliar with it, this is basically a competition where people from all over the world get an opportunity to promote their local spirits. It receives thousands of entries each year from around 70 countries, making the challenge an extremely tough one. So Sam winning it certainly was a significant achievement, and his joy was evident in the video he shared along with the enthusiastic caption he posted. And that's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on this Outlander theory about Claire and Tom? What else are you looking forward to seeing in the upcoming season? Let us know in the comments below. Do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification for similar videos. See you in the next one.